If a tree falls in the forest and there's no one there to hear it, does it make a sound? Now this may seem like an odd thing to ask, but it raises the interesting question. Can we trust our senses? And more importantly, what can we trust?
It's nighttime in a kitchen just like yours. All is quiet. Or is it? The North American house hippo is found throughout Canada and the eastern United States.
All right. Let's hold on a second. This can't be true. This is Canada, not the heart of South Africa. We don't have hippopotami running around all over the place. But this commercial really makes you wonder. Let me ask you something. Can you trust this hippo? Or this hippo? Or even this hippo? Now, some people could believe that the house hippo exists, and they may wholeheartedly tell us that. However, they have been deceived by a false commercial. Can we ever be sure that what we're being told isn't a lie? How can we be certain that our sources aren't just another trick, like the house hippo? Let's look into this further. People used to believe that the sun revolved around the earth. Nowadays, of course, this view has become much less popular and has little to back it up. However, some people still believe it and try to convince others about their belief. We can't trust whatever others want us to think, because they could very well be telling us something as ridiculous as the sun revolves around the earth. So, you might say that to solve this problem, we just have to fact check and make sure for ourselves that what we hear is correct. The issue is, can we trust ourselves? Oh, sorry. Hi. Come on. I didn't mean to scare you there. No, that's just, I was thinking about that last point. Can we trust ourselves? Can we trust our own perceptions? I mean, look at Anderson. If he hadn't been woken up, he would have believed that the Matrix was reality. He wouldn't have known any different. Our minds are so easily tricked. They're so obscured that everything around us could just be misperceived. Our minds perceive what they want to, not what's really there. Moreover, they're easily tricked by any one of our senses. Let's take our favorite dress, for example. What color is the dress? Blue and black? White and yellow? Yellow and blue? White and blue? Each of us in this room will see this dress differently. But it is only two colors. We see the colors differently because each of our minds does its best to imagine what it thinks the dress should be colored. This is called color consistency. When our mind can't explain something, it will take its best guess as to what it's trying to perceive. That's why when we look at this photo, we see 3 spikes. But as we inspect further, as we look deeper, we see there's not in fact 3, but 2.5. This shows that sometimes what our mind might see is not what's really there. So I ask you, can you trust what you see? Oh hey, didn't see you there. You know what's great? Reading. And in the novel 1984 by George Orwell, the author brings to light some interesting points. Oral critiques are easy acceptance of seemingly self-evident ideas. For example, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Seems obvious, right? But in the novel, the main character by the end becomes convinced that, in fact, 2 plus 2 does not equal 4, but equals 5. Even though at the beginning he was wholly convinced that 2 plus 2 equals 4. It begs the question, if one who is so convinced that 2 plus 2 equals 4 can be easily convinced that 2 plus 2 equals 5, then why is our idea that 2 plus 2 equals 4 even more true? It really makes you wonder, can we trust anything that we think? This principle extends into our memories as well. You might think that a memory cannot be changed, cannot be corrupted. It is a firm recollection of an event that happened.
that we know happened. But as we've already learned, our mind doesn't work in that way. Whenever we remember something in our past, our brain alters the details of the memory a little bit. So after years and years of re-remembering childhood memories, it's almost certain that the actual event was totally different from how we think it was. We will take information that we were told and put it into a picture, which then becomes amalgamated into the memory, making us think that that was something that really happened. Think of it this way. Say you are a brain in a vat. What if you were synthetically created 5 seconds ago and had all of your memories implanted into you? Would you be able to tell? No. Neither inductive nor deductive thought can be trusted. So in the end, is there anything that we can truly trust? I guess we'll just have to make do with what we've got.
My name is Carol Sullivan and I approve this message brought to you by Dente Agostinoro.